Hello again everyone, Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 7th house posited in the 11th house in a natal horoscope. Well, as most of you know, the 7th house governs partnerships, significant other or the spouse, open enemies or adversaries, legal documents, just legalities in general. And the 11th house governs friends, objectives, goals, aims, our acquaintances, and even could be connected. Well, it's connected with social reform, humanitarian efforts. Anyway, people, the first thing I think is fairly obvious that the 7th house, being that it governs significant other or spouse, this person might be attracted to significant other that is somewhat eclectic, maybe somewhat eccentric, interested in esoteric things, could be interested in astrology, could be somebody that has real strong humanitarian interests, interested in social reform, could be somebody that this person perceives as a friend as well as a spouse. This person might seek out a partner that is somebody that can be like a friend to him or her and allows, I guess you could say, a certain amount of space and ability to be by his or her own self. Allows this person to be in solitude from time to time and be just either with himself or beside himself or herself or with other just friends or whatever. And this because freedom could be essential for this person that has this placement, and it might be something that works on on both sides. The partner might be somebody that requires a certain amount of time for solitude or independence or doing his or her own thing. This could be somebody that that has certain partnerships that are associated with 11th house interests, such as possibly computers, electronics, astrology, or esoteric fields. Could be somebody that has partnerships that may impact friends and acquaintances. Business partnerships may help form more friends, and partnerships might be involved somehow with social reform, like, and even maybe things like for human rights, advocates or something similar to this. This could be somebody that marries, not just to have that significant other, but has somebody that can, I believe, as I've stated already, with the, I guess you could say, have somebody, someone as a friend that could share possibly, their goals, objectives, and, maybe have similar interest as far as that goes. Since the 7th house governs open adversaries or enemies, it's possible that this, this placement, if the ruler has predominantly negative aspects or adversely aspected, that this could be something where perhaps the open enemy or enemies, I should say, may impact the person's goals, objectives somehow, or even friendships, perhaps, unfortunately. If the ruler has predominantly positive aspects and well placed, then it could be something where that maybe the 7th house, the ruler, people that have the 7th and the 11th, the open enemies, could indirectly, catapult this person to greater, more sustained friendships. For example, if something happens and this person emerges victorious in a lawsuit over somebody, could gain greater respect from others and lead to greater, more sustained friendships. I know that's kind of it's very isolated, but I think the example can still apply. And if you look at this this placement, this could be somebody that might be, might have, I guess you could say, documents, because this is seventh house is connected with legalities. Documents might be signed that are involving friends, partnerships, and in business, I guess business partnerships and or the significant other. Um, might be, might be people that are interested, I guess you could say, in charitable or humanitarian efforts as well. Anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the ruler of the 7th house, posited in the 11th house in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 7th house and the 12th house in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.